Hello, my name is Peter Dodeja. I came to this country at the age of 17 with $1,200 in my pocket to growing now multi-million dollar national companies and international companies expanding in US. Have a massive commercial portfolio and residential portfolio, owner of a few companies. Today we're going to talk about the mindset and how to have a strong mindset to achieve the goals that you want in your life. To start my business, I was working at the age of from the age of 16. I was doing all the odd jobs, and when I was 18 years old, I was doing a lot of different jobs like accounting, security, cleaning, pizza delivery, you name it, because I was studying in Griffith University, and to pay my fees and help me pay my rent and stuff, I was doing anything I could. And while I was working, I stumbled upon security, started doing security job, and I was like, you know what, I think I can make this better. I can do it in a better way. But at the same time, one of my main goals was literally to make a lot of money. And that was the goal. And hence I came into the business, because if you want to make a lot of money, I think you just can't be by yourself. You got to work, you got to earn when you're sleeping. And the only way to earn when you're sleeping is to have your own business or have a machine working for you. When you're starting out, as I said, the first thing is to just getting started. When you're starting out, you don't know a lot of things. The first thing is to jump in. You've got, especially these days, I actually Googled it, how to, I had an idea of where I want to be, how to get there. You always learn along the way. So I Googled it, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. There's so much content online these days that you can see, which is going to help you determine your next step, all the procedures and plans to get there. And that's what I use. I used a lot of YouTubing, a lot of Googling, a lot of talking to people, a lot of talking to successful people who already had their businesses, taking them out on lunch and picking their brains, and then mapping out my own way of how to get there. Everyone who gets there doesn't get there on the same path. You always have to adopt your own way. So that's what I did. I was a young guy doing everything I could. Started my job as a guard as well, and one day the owner came from Sydney, and he's like, Pete, you want to drop me to the airport? I'm like, yeah, your car, I can drop you to the airport. And I started driving to the airport, and rather than going to the domestic, he took me to the private way, the private hangar way. And when I got there, I'm like, shit, you got a jet plane? He's like, yeah, I got my own jet. And he actually is like, okay, if you want to see it, come. And I actually went inside. And he got me inside the jet, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, I want to start my own business. And then that's how I was like, I'm going to start this business. So I got into security. It's a very funny story, but again, you can do whatever you want. I don't have a jet yet. I don't want to buy a jet right now, because I can invest my money in different ways and double, triple, quadruple it, rather than I don't see it right at this stage. But again, it's an inspiration. Like, you can see a supercar and you're like, okay, you know what, I want to get this, and the way to get this is start my own business. And you see a jet, you see anything. So I think one of the main things is, the main goals is, if you put your mindset to it, if you set your goal to it, I think you can achieve anything. But the first step is to take the step and start it. And that's what I did. I was like, as soon as I came back from looking at that jet, and I couldn't sleep that night. I'm like, I need to do something. I have to get there. I said, how can these people have, all the private jets and we don't? So the first thing I did, I just took the step, and I just found a partner and started my own company. I couldn't start it by myself back in those days, but I just found someone to help me. Even there was a hurdle that I couldn't start it. I found someone just to help me start it, and then I started. So I think that was one of the best things I did, is I just jumped in. For all the young entrepreneurs or anyone who wants to start that journey, I would say get in straight away, jump in. You can work it out, along the way, whatever you wanna do. So I call it, like, let's say you want to go from Brisbane to Melbourne, Perth, Darwin, wherever your goal is to get to US, wherever it is. You do not know the whole way. What you do is you just jump in the car, you put the maps in your GPS, and then you want the headlight and fuel to get there. You need some tools to get there. You don't need to know the whole road, but the first step is jumping in, starting the car and going. When you're driving, the headlights, the GPS, everything will show the way where you want to get to, but you do not need to know the whole whole path. You need to definitely know your destination. You need to set some goals where you want to go, because if you don't do that, then you get distracted. And I think that's one of the things I would say people who want to start their businesses to jump in. And at the same time, you need to set some goals. So the goals would be, let's say I want to make my, and rather than, I see a lot of people changing their things every 3 months. He's like, oh, you know what, I'm going to open up e-commerce. Oh shit, you know what, I should do this. Oh no, you know what, I'm going to go and do this. Or I'm going to go and open up a car cleaning business. Or I'm going to do. So it is like, let's say you want to, you're watering 10 plants. At the end of 5 years, you only have those 10 plants you're watering, and none of them is giving you anything, because there's still like little plants. But at the same time, let's say you had that one goal of one thing and you gave everything. That's like watering a mango tree. You keep watering that mango tree for 10 years. After 10 years, it's going to give you fruit all your life. So rather than spreading your resources, spreading your brain, spreading your all the energy in 10 different places, I would recommend picking that one thing which is going to give you that machine that's going to give you more money to do whatever the hell you want, and then keep watering that one. Another thing I would say is I literally think everyone's digging in this life. Everyone is digging. The difference is someone's digging for dirt, someone's digging for gold, someone's digging for diamond. What I think is when you start digging, and everyone's working hard, and very few people who want to be the entrepreneurs, real entrepreneurs. Everyone who wants to be a real entrepreneur, is working hard. So what I'm saying is everyone is digging to get to where they want to be. But some people are digging at the wrong spot. So if you start digging and nothing's coming out, it's just dirt, it's just crap, let's move. And I think there are stages to it. Once you start digging and it's only dirt, let's move where you can find copper. After copper, you'll collect enough copper. You might figure out, okay, you know what, I know how to dig for gold, and then you go for gold and you go for diamond. So what I'm saying is if the industry is not working, you've given too much time to it, move to somewhere else. But always take decisions strategically where you know that it's going to not waste your time and make you money, and then move up to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. And then one day when you're digging for diamond, you don't have to dig for anything. It's just the business is going to keep working.